There's a girl in the alley who steals from the blind. Says God pays later, I take what's mine. The priest rolls dice with a cleft-lipped cop, and the choir boys dance with the butcher's mop. We stuffed St. Peter in a rental van. He kept screaming in Latin, so we broke his hands. My halo's rusted, the wine went dry, so we filled up the chalice with turpentine. We don't pray, we connive, we're not ashamed, we're alive. Tip your glass to the flies, we wear halos made of rust. There's a one-eyed girl with a voice like bells. She sells indulgences in cheap motels. Said she kissed the Pope when she was 12. Now she's got stigmata and plays with herself. The choir smokes cloves in the back door booth. They've all got secrets, but none of them truth. If heaven's a place, it's got rigged roulette and a gospel sung with a cigarette. We don't kneel, we decay. All the angels ran away. Light a match when you pray in the chapel of foul play. Baptized in a bar sink, confirmed by a liar. The holy water's just gin, and the preacher's for hire. So if you see me with a rusted crown, don't ask what brought the kingdom down. Just pass the plate, don't meet my eye. We all got holes where halos used to lie. Two boys drown in a bottle of bleach. Mama hums rhythms on a dark back street. Strike like fires in the middle of the week. And the moon's got worms in its eyes. Dog teeth rattle in the purse, clap twice. Dog teeth rattle in the purse, clap twice. There's a man with a hand and he hangs it on a beam. Says he lost it to a tickle when he saw the winter gleam. He laughs like a radiator hissing out steam. Sells pills labeled do not consume. Dog teeth rattle in the purse, clap twice. Dog teeth rattle in the purse, clap twice. A bird with the beak taps code on the sill. Says the landlord's buried underneath the well. And the once known girl has gone to jail. She got fingered by her own narc. Keys in the throat, rain in the drain. Mama's in the oven and the clock spells pain. Dog teeth rattle in the purse, clap twice. Dog teeth books. It's gravy, but it moves when you sneeze. Aunt Lorraine has a ractos tattoo, and she charges rent if you bleed. Cousin Mike lives under the porch. He sells teeth to the local priest. Grandma's in the wallpaper now, and she whispers while we eat. Everyone's got a secret child. Everyone's got a room they lock. You just pray you ain't invited. The twins, they run a petting zoo for spiders, and they might invite you in. Aunt Lou married the vacuum repairman, but she keeps his eyes in a cup. And if you ask too many questions, you're gonna wind up in the truck. Everyone's got a secret love. Everyone's got a chain to tug. Just don't go knocking after midnight if the porch lights painted shut. So kiss your kin on the forehead and never ask what they dream. Just smile, keep your voice down, and stay away from the ice cream. Her dinner from a measuring cup, tells fortunes in cigarette ash. Her ex still lives with her down the hall, and he jumps when the lightning flash. Found a love note in the freezer, wrapped in bread and thumbtacks. She reads it every Tuesday morning, then feeds the old stray cat. Scorpion in the bathtub, and it sings when it stings. She keeps her grief in the oven, next to all her other things. There's a hobo who plays the banjo in the lot behind the store. He once kissed her on the elbow. Now she won't come back no There's a knock that comes at dusk, but the door ain't got no frame. just pours another shadow and forgets another name. Scorpion in the bathtub, and it's humming low and mean. If she starts to sink again, let's keep the tile clean. Wheel me out in a shopping cart, put a stick in my IV. Get the choir drunk on lemon gin and teach my ghost to breathe. Let my liver write a sonnet, carve a hymn into my knee. Dress me up in lace and vomit, sing your lies in minor key. I was born backstage in a bottle of rage. Let the night waltz me to sleep. Put a bow on my bones and dance me till I fall. I wanna go out like a payphone, still ringing down the hall. Spit on my shoes, steal my sins, let the curtains rot and call. But put a bow on my bones and dance me through it all. I made friends with the sound guy's ferret. She keeps secrets in her tail. The old man sold me his silhouette for a kiss and a ginger ale. I got married to a tambourine, but we annulled it in a dive. Now I'm back here in this old torn dress, pretending I'm alive. There's a show in my head, full of clowns and the dead, and the band just won't stop grinning. Put a bow on my bones and dance me till I break. I wanna go out like a foghorn, coughing on a frozen lake. Paint my name on the trapdoor and drown me in the lake. But put a bow on my bones before I start to wake. Just put a bow on my bones and watch me fade away. I got brass in the gut and gravel for sleep. One staff made of bottle caps buried too deep. I walk like a rumor, I smell like a dare, and my shadow's been twitching since the county fair. what's left. Knuckles cracked open on someone else's door, carrying pockets full of something they swear is luck, but it smells like old coins and rain rot. She keeps a mirror in her shoe, says it's for checking angels or exits, depending. And when her voice breaks, it's not emotion, just a glitch in the sound of lying in too long. No home, no him, no fire escape. She once swallowed a key just to make it go away. No one asked why, they just watched her breathe. Some nights they gather at the rusted fence, trade stories with no names, no endings. Everyone missing something, everyone pretending they aren't. What they carry can't be stolen, but it can be broken. She ran through the orchard, cried through the tin. He stayed in the trailer, hands on his chin. She ran through the orchard, wet and thin. He stayed in the trailer and tried again. Cried through She used to sing while she did the dishes. Something soft, not even a song. I'd sit on the floor and watch her like it might be the last time, the last time. She never said she was leaving, never said, but I could hear it in the way she dried her hands. Careful, so careful, like she was already somewhere else, already gone. There's a light in the hallway that still flickers, like it's trying to tell me something, but all I hear is her humming, humming, in that same slow rhythm. I don't want her back, I just want to remember through the walls, just sitting there, singing, singing like she used to. They're hanging shoes from the phone lines again, like a spell or a warning or both. Somebody's dog is barking in back, while the moon just plays dead in the smoke. Down by the lot where the grass is, they trade confessions over toast. The girl with the Sharpie on her shoes says rain makes the best impressions. They're all just lost umbrellas with no one to protect. Names worn off like motel towels. All of us rain-stained, rain-stained. I kissed a rat who slept in the boiler room. He was dreaming when I woke him up. All the gutters, they whisper your name, but only if you lay down. The saints are drunk, the maps are lies. They dance where the drained water flows, and every step feels like falling up, but there's nowhere left to go. Nowhere left, nowhere left, nowhere. They're all just lost There's a room with a red sink, and I only go there when the power goes out. There's a mattress on the floor, but it smells like oranges and sulfur. Or maybe that's me. There was a man who lived here once. He left in a stupor, and a note here says, "Do not feed the bears." I keep the lights on. No one asks why anymore. The woman upstairs sobs every third hour. She doesn't speak English, but her microwave is noisy. Sometimes I write letters to my future self. I never open them because I've never met my future self. They say time heals, but in this room, time just watches, smiling with wet shoes. They found her in the mud with a smile on her face, dress all torn and a ribbon laced. Sheriff said she ran from a wedding ball, but the dogs don't trust him at all. Her mama sold shoes from a rusted van, kept a flask in her purse and a holy man said, if you see a girl with a crow in her hair, that ain't no girl, you best not stare. Drawled in fractured, mud river bride, mud river bride. She don't float, but she still a bride. Mud river bride, mud river bride. She winked and slipped outside. Some boys say she steals their dreams, leaves nails in a jar by the vending machines. Others claim she sings at dawn, but the note she hits is wrong. I saw her once on the county line, eating a sweet potato pie. She looked at me with a sideways grin, said, marry me. Drawled and fractured, mud river bride, mud river bride. She don't flow, but she abide. Mud river bride. She's waiting in the fog on the other side. On the other side. Preachers Just birthday cakes? Swear to God, I swear to God! 17 and Crutch! Run if you must! They'll steal you from the street and ask for a line! 17 and Crutch! This place won't shut up! You don't live here! You don't live here! I sent a letter to your bed, didn't know where else to send it. Wrote it with a hotel pen and the wine I spilled last weekend. They said you moved to Florida with a woman who shouts, but I still leave the porch light on for your shadow. Oh, I heard you laugh in someone else's song. Oh, I smelled your cologne on the subway wrong, and I still dream of that motel say if you look straight ahead, you won't trip. They say if you hum something pretty, you won't cry. They say a lot of things. They say a lot of things. They say a lot of things. Red ribbon down the stairs, march like you mean it. Red ribbon down the stairs, let the floorboards scream it. She never begged, she just descended. Red ribbon that never ended.
I saw him outside the all-night market, or maybe it was someone else, but he moved like him, and my thighs remembered, so I followed it. He turned left at the bar with no sign, right past the ramen joint with the broken leg. Then he disappeared, just vanished, like he always does. Eyes on every street. I'm not crazy, I just feel too much. The city ain't that big. He's here, I know it, I know it, I know it. town, but the dark got there first every time. My name's not stitched on any map, and I ain't never read a welcome sign. There's a suitcase full of paper rings and a song I never learned to play. I don't remember those days, just all the times I ran away. Nothing follows me home. Nothing follows me home. No shadows, no footsteps, no reason, no ghosts. Nothing follows me home. I used to pray I'd leave a trace, but now I pray for showers. Wipe the slate, wipe the place, forget my face. I found a room with lime green paint. No one ever asked me about it. The bed was cold, the silence folded over. I slept okay there.